But I shall quote the passage by which it is made known that God divided all the nations. It is as follows. Ask your father, and he will show you, your elders, and they will tell you, when the Most High divided the nations, as he dispersed the sons of Adam. He set the bounds of the nations according to the numbers of the children of Israel. And the Lord's portion became his people Jacob, and Israel was the lot of his inheritance. The 70 have translated it. He set the bounds of the nations according to the number of the angels of God. But because my argument is again in no wise weakened by this, I have adopted your exposition. And you yourselves, if you will confess the truth, must acknowledge that we, who have been called by God through the despised and shameful mystery of the cross, for the confession of which, and obedience to which, and for our piety, punishments even to death have been inflicted on us by demons, and by the host of the devil through the aid ministered to them by you, and endure all torments rather than deny Christ even by word, through whom we are called to the salvation prepared beforehand by the Father, are more faithful to God than you, who were redeemed from Egypt with a high hand and a visitation of great glory, when the sea was parted for you, and a passage left dry, in which God slew those who pursued you with a very great equipment and splendid chariots, bringing back upon them the sea which had been made a way for your sakes, on whom also a pillar of light shone, in order that you, more than any other nation in the world, might possess a peculiar light, never failing and never setting, for whom he rained manna as nourishment, fit for the heavenly angels, in order that you might have no need to prepare your food. And the water at Martyr was made sweet, and a sign of him that was to be crucified was made, both in the matter of the serpents which bit you, as I already mentioned, God anticipating before the proper times these mysteries, in order to confer grace upon you, to whom you are always convicted of being thankless, as well as in the type of the extending of the hands of Moses, and of Oshea being named Jesus, Joshua, when you fought against Amalek, concerning which God enjoined that the incident be recorded, and the name of Jesus laid up in your understandings, saying that this is he who would blot out the memorial of Amalek from under heaven. Now it is clear that the memorial of Amalek remained after the son of Nun, but he makes it manifest through Jesus, who was crucified, of whom also those symbols were foreannouncements of all that would happen to him. The demons would be destroyed and would dread his name, and that all principalities and kingdoms would fear him, and that they who believe in him out of all nations would be shown as God-fearing and peaceful men. And the facts already quoted by me, Trypho, indicate this. Again, when you desired flesh, so vast a quantity of quails was given you that they could not be told, for whom also water gushed from the rock, and a cloud followed you for a shade from heat and covering from cold, declaring the manner and signification of another and new heaven. The latchets of your shoes did not break, and your shoes grew not old, and your garments wore not away, but even those of the children grew along with them.